I've got a feeling that most of the people here actually know how to wield a table tennis bat already. There are a few people who are not used to it, so in a few minutes we're going to do a little demonstration to show you a little bit about how table tennis has developed and how table tennis develops as you improve as a player. But what I'd like to do at this stage really is to offer some thanks, because there have been some very special people that have helped to bring this club about, and there are some very special people here in the room as well. And the shame of it is that I won't be able to mention everybody, but I would like to thank everybody for coming from, first of all, from the Corby community. So thank you to Councillor Riley, Deputy Mayor, for coming to support this. Thank you to the other councillors who have supported us throughout and through the planning process. And Chris Stevenson and my local councillor, Judy Kane. They've all been absolutely fantastic in making us feel welcome here in Corby. I'd also like to say a big welcome to everybody from the table tennis community, whether that's from Northants or from further afield. Steve, how far have you come tonight? Sussex. So Steve Pound's come over from Sussex to make sure we get a good start. Steve's not afraid of a bit of hard work and travelling a bit of a distance. He's trying to get the best players in the world on a commercial venture to London in 2017 with a tie-up with China and CCTV5 out in China. So good luck to Steve with his events promotions in table tennis. So well, congratulations on what you're doing there. Thanks ever so much to those in the sports community. So we've got Will and Matt, and we've got the local police here. Thank you very much for coming in the other day and teaching us how not to get burgled, amongst other things that will go unmentioned, but very, very valuable information. And we'll make sure that we keep this place as tight as we can, but at the same time make it as inclusive as we possibly can for young, old, rich, poor, black, white, boy, girl, doesn't matter. The great thing about table tennis is that anybody can play it at whatever age. So thanks for coming. John, my accountant, he's been through some aggro to get us to this stage, so thanks very much for putting up with us so far. The people who have helped to build the unit, where's Hans? Here's Hans. Hans built a lot of the place, especially the disabled toilets and the shower. So thanks ever so much for Hans for doing that. Absolutely fantastic job. So just look up HS Hans Story or HS Carpenters and Builders. And we'd just like to say a huge thank you for what you've done there. Also thank Nigel Cox and MPC Painters and Decorators for all of the paintwork that they've done. That's been absolutely fantastic. It is not finished, you'll see if you look carefully. There's a few things still to do, but we're good enough to go at the moment. We've got employers' liability, we've been through building regulations, all of that jazz, and with a bit of financial support from a few people. So we've got some loans from banks, we've used up some savings, we've cashed in some pensions, and also we've got some support from one of the major banks, and also from Table Tennis England. Table Tennis England have put £31,500 into this project, so that's a significant proportion of the capital costs. From our point of view, getting to this stage has been wonderful, fantastic, horrendous, frustrating, beautiful. It's been all of those things over quite a long time. I've had this in my head for about 30 years, and we found this particular property a year ago, and coming from London and the southeast, where rents are a bit too excessive to be able to do something like this, we landed in Corby, had a fantastic welcome from the people of Corby, and we found that there were lots of places where there were large sheds. So I've got Chris Stevenson and Judy around my place, turned my dining room into a shrine to table tennis with posters on the wall and things, and I said, just find me a big shed and we'll put some tables up in it. And this is the few bits and pieces along the way, but this is where we've got to so far. But this is where the hard work starts, because we've actually got to make the turnover to pay the expenses. So we're going to be working hard now to build the place up. So any support that you can give us, you can like us on Facebook, you can keep in touch with us on Twitter. Please tell the town and the environs about us. Our aim is not to take any players from anywhere else. Our aim is to say table tennis is ripe for expansion. It's a great It's got a great urban cool feel at the moment. Bounce in London is doing terrifically well, and you can pay £28 an hour for a table, and it's packed. We won't be charging anywhere near that, but we want the place packed here as well. So we think it's a good time for table tennis. We know it's a fantastic sport for everybody, and it's a sport for all for life. And we want to be a part of making that happen in Corby and being a benefit to and a contributor to the people of Corby. I'd like to acknowledge here and thank my mum and dad for coming. So thanks, mum and dad. From Northamptonshire Table Tennis Association, their chairman, Ken Marchant. Thank you very much, Ken, for coming. And I could go on. We've got the board of Table Tennis England, represented by Simon Grew here today. Got Shirley Pickering from East Midlands, Table Tennis England, East Midlands region. I'd like to thank some of the people who have been on their hands and knees for the last month, actually, putting this place together. So, Martin West, unbelievable. We've heard from Tony West. He's been working on this project. We've just about managed to keep him fed, but he's done so many things at risk. And that's been absolutely marvellous. So Tony West, without Tony West, would be still a burnt out shell. It would still be looking like it looks in the corner. Those are the photos we took when we first started, so make sure you see those on the way out. And we've managed to make Henry Arthur. Henry, show yourself there. So Henry and Tom Cardwell and Chris Haynes, who among others run the brilliant Corby Town Club over the other side of town. So we had a chat with them and said, look,